The suite culminates with a festive Thanksgiving dance called the Bumaya Uyauy. Ifugao tradition dictates that for one to belong to the wealthy aristocrats, one must perform in the Uyauy festival. Both men and women participate in this celebration, which is held in connection with good health, prosperity, a good harvest, the curing of an illness, as well as other merry-making social functions. This dance derives its inspiration from the Ifugao tribe, the legendary builders of the world-renowned architectural wonder, the Rice Terraces. The men enter with their right foot flexed and their left knee slightly bent while moving diagonally right. The right arm is stretched to the side with the wrist flicking to the right. The left arm is bent and held close to the body with the palm facing upward. With bodies crouched, the men turn to the right. Their arms simulate flapping movements with their hands in a fist and their palms facing upward. The accent is inwards as they make a flapping sound. They stand with their left leg in front. Then they lean backwards, resting their weight on their right leg as they raise both arms repeatedly, the palms facing the sky. They twist to the right as the left arm moves across the body. This signifies their communion with the earth and the sky. They then do a forward thrusting movement. The left foot is bent forward with the weight rested on it. The right foot is stretched behind. Their wrists are touching their buttocks and their arms are clipped to the body. With their arms raised overhead, the men now bend both knees and do a step hop forward. The women enter walking with their arms down, their fists closed, and their wrists moving up and down in contact with the upper and lower hips alternately. The men bend backward as they repeat their first movement to signify their communion with the earth and sky. This time, the right leg is in front, while weight is rested on the left. The women execute tiny sliding steps on the ball of their foot with the right heel up and the left foot leading while flat on the floor. Their left arm is extended forward with their palms facing the ground. The middle and ring finger are flicking. The right arm is bent and held close to the hips while the head is tilted slightly to the left. The toes are creeping. The women continue this movement while the men make a step turn to the right with their arms making an inward circular movement. The movements of the men and women imitate the bird's wings while flying and gliding. The women repeat their shuffling step. This time their left arm is extended, shoulder level, palms facing front with finger flicking, and the right arm slightly bent towards the hips. The men stamp on the right with a slight hop on the left as they proceed to repeat the previous thrusting movement forward. With their feet together, the women bend their knees and lift their arms sideward until their palms face the sky. Their heads are tilted to the left while they look downward. Both men and women repeat various movements like the step turn, stamps, as well as many previous arm movements. The pace becomes faster as the atmosphere becomes more festive. The dance ends with chanting as the men and women kneel.